Hey guys, Martin here bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we are going to be taking a look at the TEQ LR, Krillin, Bulma and Kid Goku. You can see here they're known by many in the community as the LR One Piece, because we have the alternating art for the card with them in the pirate outfits as they are off hunting for some treasure. So we can use their active skills straight away, and I can't even remember what the condition is, but let's have a look. So we have the LR, Kid Goku, Krillin and Bulma here. You'll be able to see the LR art effect. There we go. Very, very cool. At first, a lot of people, when we saw the images in the data download and stuff, thought that this was like a costume change or something, but I believe it is a reference to a Shonen Jump cover. I'm assuming the art, like the thing was promoting something to do with Dragon Ball and One Piece. Not necessarily like a, you know, like a crossover or anything, but it's kind of a cool art, so it's cool that it's in the game. But yeah, let's check these guys out. So they awakened from that TEQ Goku, so they are a free-to-play farmable LR. They lead Dragon Ball Saga for 3 key and 80% of stats. Then their super attacks, the 12 key greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, does colossal damage to the enemy, and then the 18 key is greatly raised attack and defense for 1 turn, mega colossal damage, and then super class allies extra attack 30% for 1 turn. So obviously you don't get any benefit for this if they're in slot 3, but if they're in slot 2, the unit in slot 3 is going to get that bonus. I don't think they're really a slot 1 unit, because if we take a look at their kit, they get their entrance animation. That gives them 82% attack and defense for 4 turns. And you get that if there are 2 or more Dragon Ball Saga or Earthbred Fighters allies on the team. So very easy to do for them on the teams you're going to want to run them on, considering their link partners are mostly Dragon Ball Saga characters. Their only 200% leader is the physical Path to Power Kid Goku that we are using them on at the moment. So then they get attack and defense 77% when performing a super, and within the same turn, DB Saga allies attack 30%, self-excluded, Earthbred Fighters allies defense 30%, self-excluded, when performing an ultra super attack. They get key +1, additional attack and defense 17%, and chance to perform a crit 7% per DB Saga ally on the team. So you're going to want to have a bunch of Dragon Ball Saga allies on the team anyway to give them extra key and extra stats as well as crit chance. And then we have launch an additional attack that has a medium chance to become a super and a medium chance to dodge when there is another Earthbred Fighters ally attacking in the same turn. So again, most of the Dragon Ball Saga characters fit under that category as well anyway, so not too easy or not too difficult to get all of their conditions active here. And then the active skill can be activated when facing only one enemy whose HP is 50% or more, or when all allies attacking in the same turn are super class DB Saga allies. So very easy to get the condition for this as well. It gives them 30% extra dodge for 1 turn and disables an action within the turn. So they do an action break and then get dodge chance, which is certainly a very interesting setup for them for an ability. It's kind of an awkward turn though here, because we want you ideally to get built up before you start taking a ton of damage. So if he was to eat a super here from Yamu, that would probably be really bad, but we'll see how the first turn plays out here. Fortunately, Barbady's Forces is one of these stages where we get infinite attempts because of all the missions that there are for it. So we'll grab this, get the extra damage reduction as well. So hopefully that... Okay, well, you've got type advantage, so hopefully this is okay. Or we could just dodge. I mean, I'll take that, I guess. And then we get hit first, get our extra defense, and then there you go, looking good. So Android 8 is one of those characters that can still be very good on this team. Once you get past the first couple of turns and he gets his extra damage reduction, and then you have him with a Kid Goku. Kid Goku's picking up the orbs to give everyone the extra damage reduction. 14.3 for them. Okay. That's pretty good for free-to-play LR over here. We get the additional normal with a crit, and that finishes off Spopovich. And then Goku getting 12.5 here as well. Damn. Like, this team is still relatively decent. It's just a lot of the units are not the best defensively anymore. But, I mean, that's a pretty good start. We, of course, have LR Bulma on the team, which means we're going to have her support active for the next turn, with the Goku, Krillin and Bulma LR as well. So That's going to be pretty good. I guess we do want to get Goku floated off here. I'm going to try and make sure we get the orbs for Bulma as well. So let's go for... I guess we just go for you. Get the additional super. And then if we just grab the AGL orbs for you. And then, yeah, there we go. Because Yamcha will have guard on this turn. Everyone gets that little bit of extra damage reduction as well, thanks to Kid Goku. So this should be a pretty solid turn. That's, I guess, the only downside really for these guys being locked on to... Well, I say locked on, but locked on to DB Saga. It's they're only 200% lead. Now, obviously, if you're running like an Earthbred Fighters team and you wanted to run like 23rd World Tournament Goku, you can still run these guys where they're going to have their Earthbred Fighters allies that they want. But DB Saga, they get that buff to their stats per DB Saga character on the team. And of course, you are going to end up with less DB Saga characters on the team if you're running like 23rd World Tournament Goku, for example, as the leader, because he's not a DB Saga character. So both him and the friend are not going to be counting towards buffing the LR's abilities, which is a little bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. I think, unfortunately, we're not going to kill Yak on this turn here, because we need to have... The enemy needs to be above a certain amount of HP. I guess we can have the super class... Oh, really? He's got, like, the tiniest bit of health left. Oh, yeah, and then we've got the LR Pilaf gang here as well. And do they give support with any one of their abilities? Because we can always go ahead and... we won't be able to use the active skill because we don't have super class allies, but we can go ahead and do this. We share 4 links with them, including legendary power. So that puts us at 292 start of turn. If we're linked up with you, then it's 279, which, I mean, we don't need to worry about the attack too much. And then these guys will... they don't give support, do they? They just give extra buffs to themselves. Yeah, depending on the orbs that you pick up. So we'll just grab these and then get the full 24 key for you. And then, yeah, we'll just grab some of these for you, because these guys obviously are going to kill here. So 13.4 with those couple of links and then the support from Bulma from the previous turn. I mean, that's pretty good for a free-to-play card over here. We need to double-check their defense levels, though. I think is probably the most important thing. Okay, so I don't want to do too much damage in one turn here, but at the same time, I guess we probably want to get rid of Barbody since he has type advantage over the LR here. And then... Is this going to drop these? Because it's going to get rid of a bunch of the rainbows. Does that help me out here? I think it does. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Alright. I mean, Kid Goku can still be very valuable. We still haven't had a unit, I think, since his release where he gives the rest of the rotation damage reduction. It's such a powerful ability, but unfortunately he himself as a unit has kind of fallen off a little bit. Any of the events that we would consider some of the toughest events in the game at the moment, you know, he's going to die if those bosses super attack him, even with those 7 orbs collected, which is a shame, because obviously he's a very, very strong unit. He was very good when he came out. Once he gets an easy A, then, you know, he's going to find his way back onto a lot of these teams. He became really useful, even just as like a 3rd slot floater on a team you could run him on. As long as you could get him those orbs, then obviously it was very beneficial to the team as a whole. But, alright, Yamcha should be able to finish off Barbody here. It's interesting that every now and then they do a really good job with some of these free-to-play units and their easy A's, because that Yamcha is really good. If he's on rotation with a Peppy Gal ally, he has guard. But even without that, like, his stats are pretty decent, post-super defense is good. Obviously, he's not going to be eating, like, big boss super attacks or anything like that, but he certainly is a solid unit. Right, so let's check our defenses here. So, start of turn on this kind of turn with no support other than, I guess, we've got the Bulma support floating from the previous turn. They're at 257k. And then we are getting, what, 77% when performing a super. We do get... their support doesn't include themselves, so they're not getting an extra buff when they're doing the extra super. And then the when all allies in the turn are Earthbred fighters, or when there's another Earthbred fighter, that should be start of turn. So realistically, it's only going to be the 77% from their passive, and then there's the greatly raise. So the greatly raise is 50%, so we're looking at about 125k, because I believe it's before they get the 77% added. And then obviously for the 77%, that is going to be around 200k, so 450, then another 150-ish from the super attack effect, something like that. So they're going to be sat at around, what, 600k defense, and then of course it will jump up to over 700 if they get a second super. It's not terrible. Like, they'll be able to tank most normals in the game, and then of course they do have built-in dodge. I mean, if this was like a premium summonable LR, we would probably say that that's not quite good enough. But for a farmable free-to-play LR, you know, like I say, they're tanking all normals. They have some built-in dodge. I would say that's certainly not terrible for a free-to-play card. So we'll see what they can do here, again, attack-wise. We didn't get the 7 orbs for Kid Goku, but obviously Android 8 has his full damage reduction passive active now as well. So he should be good here. And then, yeah, 13.7. I mean, for a free-to-play unit, like I say, being able to tank most normals in the game, decent attack stat, they're giving support to the other characters on the rotation. We get the additional here for the 9 mil with a crit, and then we finish them off. So, I mean, obviously this isn't the hardest stage or anything, but definitely a good performance here. The only thing is, I need to make sure we don't want to do too much damage on this turn, because we end up with can I get the, I need to get the support for Bulma, but without getting, no, I can't. I was gonna say without getting 7 orbs so that she does an additional super, but I guess we have no choice, so we'll do that. Do this, and then what's the best way to get the buffs for them? Probably that. We'll do that. So immediate super from Boo here on Bulma, but we get the dodge. We should, because I think we've only got 1 extreme unit on the team, so even if we do too much damage to Boo here for the HP part of the restriction, we should be able to use their active skill on the next turn, because we'll have the full superclass allies rotation, so we'll be able to use their active skill anyway. But yeah, I think overall, I would say decently solid free-to-play unit. The only drawback, of course, is they are, you know, restricted a little bit on the teams that you're going to be running them on. But I mean, Dragon Ball Saga is still a fun team. Earthbred Fighters team builds can be very fun. They might not be the most optimal, you know, best teams for some of the toughest events, but they certainly are fun teams. Still definitely very runnable. You just have to get very lucky, potentially use items for certain stages, but I know most people, again, don't even really care about when it comes to doing no item runs or not, right? So this is definitely a fun free-to-play card. So we'll just double check here. So we can use their active skill. The enemy's at 50% or more HP anyway, and we do also have a full superclass DB Saga rotation. So this gives us a 30% chance to dodge for 1 turn and disables an enemy action. So go ahead and use this here. Oh god, yeah, this is from the thing of like General Blue, right? I saw people like memeing about this when the unit came out. Bit weird, but so we have the enemy. What was the first enemy action? Oh, it was the heal. Ah, so they're not going to be able to heal now. That's kind of funny. Do we share 4 links with you? Yeah, let's put you here because there's more attacks and we're getting the extra dodge chance. So if they're not going to kill, I kind of want to see them get some dodges here, because the active skill is giving us that extra dodge chance. We might as well make the most of it, right? So let's go ahead and do this. So potentially the final turn for these guys here, 12.4. I mean, without running a lot of support units around, I would say that is very good. Like Yamcha's a support unit for DB Saga, but we've been actually, I think it's just superclass allies, but we've been keeping him on the other rotation. So they've really only seen these guys with like 3 to 4 links active, support floating over from the previous turn from Bulma. But they're able to put out some decent numbers, and then when they get their attack off, they're buffing the superclass allies, they're giving support from their passive as well, so that's why we've now got Kid Goku hitting like a 12 million attack stat super here. So he's looking pretty good. Obviously Android 8, not a damage dealing unit, but with the extra defensive buffs and everything, he should be fine post super here. He's got a lot of damage reduction on this turn, so Yeah, 4,800 damage for a banner unit that's a good couple of years old here on this team, I would say is pretty good. Because Boo and Barbody, not the craziest boss, but I'm pretty sure their super does hit for something around, I think it's like 1.5 mil. So definitely not bad at all. And then I guess let's just go ahead and finish off this fight here by using our Bulma active skill. Get all the STR orbs, and then that should be all she wrote for these guys here. Not quite going to get the Dokkan attack, but it is what it is. In fact, if we do this, I mean, we don't really need the 7 orbs, but if I do this, I don't think I can get 7 here now anyway. That's fine. We'd get 5. But there you go. So, LR, Kid Goku, Krillin, and Bulma. As I say, fondly referred to by the community as LR One Piece with their alternate art with the pirate outfits. Very cool. Certainly a good free-to-play unit. When it comes to free-to-play units, I feel like they've been very hit or miss over the last year or so. Sometimes we get really good ones, and then other times we get ones where realistically they're just not usable in any content that would even be considered relatively difficult. Whereas I would say these guys, it's a bit of a catch-22 situation, because they certainly are usable in some of the more difficult content. They'll tank normals, they have dodge, but they're just unfortunately going to be restricted onto teams that you're not necessarily running in the hardest events. But they certainly are good. Future DB Saga buffs will obviously be very welcome. I know a lot of people still want to see a dual Dokkan Fest of Kid Goku versus Demon King Piccolo, whether that be something like Tanabata or New Year dual Dokkan Fest, something like that. So the next time DB Saga gets a wave of buffs, I feel like these guys are still going to be relatively good, still pretty relevant and good to run on that team. So let me know what you guys think of these guys down below in the comment section. We'll put the art back up here on the screen, but yeah, the LR One Piece. Give me all your thoughts down below. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.